Tonight we're going to be taking a look at a potential streetlight mounting build. I have a good feeling about this build. I think this is going to be very successful. So what I have here is I have one piece of 10 by 1.5 inch EMT conduit, made in USA, very important. And this of course is not the intended use case of this material, but it's very, very strong, and I think it'll hold the light with ease. It really does not have any bend to it in the slightest. So I think we're going to use that as our pole. We're going to strap that to the fence, a fence post, using these straps. We'll have to see if these are strong enough. They have screw holes on both sides. I tend to think that they will be, but we'll check it. So maybe 2 of those on the fence post, or maybe 3. And then I have this to make our right angle at the top, and I have this to connect it together. Now this is where we're going to have to make some modifications, because this has set screws here, and these are pretty good screws, but this is only a press fit. And I think there's a possibility that it might come loose over time, because the bottom probably not so much, right? That's not going to come off. But this is going to have an exceptional amount of forward pressure, right? So if I stick this in all the way, this is going to be kind of coming down like this, right? So it's possible that this could kind of pull out over time. I doubt it, because this actually makes a very strong connection. It's stronger than I thought it would be. But if we go here and we drill holes, 2 holes into here and 2 holes into here, and the screws pass in through the holes, then I think there's a 0% chance that it would ever come out under any realistic circumstance that would arise in the yard. So that's what we're going to attempt to do, and then we'll see. Maybe another short piece needs to go on here to extend this further. We have to be cautious with that, because that's going to put an extreme amount of force on the lower portion of the pole where it mounts to the fence post, and that's probably going to be our weakest point, because the fence posts are not in the best of shape. We'll see what we can do, but with the 10-foot pole, even if we got it only 1 or 2 feet off the ground, the light is still going to be very high up, so I think this is going to work really nicely. So I did get some new drill bits at the Home Depot. These are Morelby bits. They're allegedly good for metal, so we'll give those a shot. I also picked up some nuts and bolts. My original thought was I would put one bolt all the way through and lag it on both sides with nuts and a lock washer, but it's got 2 holes, so I didn't realize that. But I think if it just goes through like that, I think that will be good enough. So let's get the drill out. We're gonna see what size bit that we need, and we'll see if we can drill through. I don't know if these bits are going to work any good. They might be junk, who knows, but we'll try them. And I just realized that the drill is in the house, so I gotta go grab it. I opened the door, the lights were off, and I could turn them on. It was a dream come true. Okay, let's get the battery out of here. Alright, let's see what size bit we're going to need. I think the second largest one will do. Oh, it's too big. Alright, so that's going to be... No, you know what? If that lets it thread in, that actually might work. We might have to go to the bigger one, but we'll start with this one because we need to use it to actually get... maybe I'll use this one just to start the holes. Oh man, the protective eyes are not out here. Alright, so we're going to start, make sure this is on all the way. You can make some music. Okay, so now that we know where the holes need to be, we'll move up a size. And let's see how this works. Huh, these bits actually work really good. That's a pleasant surprise. It really is quite a surprise. Okay, so let's see if let me get these shavings out of here. So now if we put this on here, holes line up, that's nice. Somewhat surprising. If we screw this in, looks like it's not quite going to go all the way through. I might be able to get it to go if I use a bigger bit. Okay, it went. You know what? A common bit might do better. Sometimes they do. It did. Okay, so that's not going to come off. That's very good. And it threaded through. This piece of pipe isn't very awkward to work with. It threaded through. So that was a success. Now all we need to do next is the same thing, but for the top piece. Now I'm going to say that it should go like this, both for cosmetic purposes and construction purposes. I think we want the screws on the back because if anything, the force is going to pull up from this side. So if we secure it from this side, that would keep that from happening. Though I really don't think we have to worry about structural integrity here. This is going to be very, very strong. I think our weakest point, if we have one, is going to be the mounting to the fence. This is going to be a little tricky to drill these holes. Jeez, these bits are going through this like it's nothing. I'm shocked. I thought this was going to be a problem. This is threaded very, very tight on this one here. If the screws strip out, it's not a big deal. It never has to come undone. But I'd rather it not. There we go. Okay. So it does have a some movement to it, but I can feel the screws grab when this pulls forward, which is the force it's going to have. So I think this is going to work. Now what I could do is if I went with the original plan, it would stop that from moving at all. But I don't think that movement's a problem. I think that it's fine. So there we go. Streetlight mounting pole. In terms of economy, it's not crazy. The 10-foot pipe cost about $33, I think. The elbow was kind of ridiculous. I think the elbow was actually $12, and that connector might have been a couple dollars, and the clamps were a couple dollars. So I would say less than $50 a pole, or per whole apparatus, which is not bad. So I like this. I like this build, and it looks pretty clean from the front too. Yeah, this is good and sturdy. All right. Well, next video we'll be taking this outside, lagging it up to the fence post, and then putting the light on top.